The rankings are nonsense.
I've set a record. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Luckily, nobody knows when I'm hitting that button. So I'm very excited to be here. Many things are happening. We're going to do a mock draft for you guys. We're going to start it almost immediately. We're going to start it, right?
I love that.
I like the sound of almost immediately. So things are happening. I see that the Superflex position has been removed.
Yes, success.
Finally. Took me long enough.
I mean,
an error occurred. Okay. Well, whatever. Well, welcome. Many things are happening in the NFL, including technical difficulties. We have a full house of people who are excited to talk about football. Yeah. Who's excited?
Hell yeah, always excited, man.
listen.
Get it.
Mock drafts are so much freaking fun. I haven't done enough of them this year, and I think I'm probably gonna have the best team. After looking at who I'm drafting with, I got you guys. Yeah.
If I got excited for Dorian Thompson-Robinson, we're excited for mock drafts.
Well, you could have had Dorian Thompson-Robinson, but you didn't check your inbox fast enough.
Got that right.
You could have had him, but unfortunately, other people beat you to the punch.
Hate to see it.
I'm fine with it. But what was I going to say? So a lot of people did work on the show sheet. Most of it was done by Hutch, who's not here. So other than Hutch, very poor job on the show sheet. But that's okay. Minor details. Everyone except Josh was a surprise guest today, so I won't blame him. But Patrick was okay. Everyone else,
I'm always here.
Well, you're always here in spirit.
I mean, at this point, Tyler's got to pay me not to be here.
Well, I mean, the YouTube channel actually costs me money to run, so I will pay you nothing. Yeah, I'll pay you nothing. This YouTube channel, like I've always said, costs me money. So, definitely doesn't make money.
As long as I keep access to the spreadsheet, I'm good.
Look, X is apparently X, not Twitter. X is paying people. Where was my check? I didn't get a check. Everyone was asking me about my check. Where was my check?
You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right, bro.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Figure it out.
You know what I should do? I should post the opposite of what I believe, and then I think I'd get a lot more engagement. Justin Jefferson will perform poorly in fantasy football. Do not draft him.
I feel like there's a lot of Twitter accounts that are already doing that.
They don't have 38,000 followers already. If I did my heel turn now, this is big brain moves. You built up the following based on actual advice,
and then
now make a heel turn.
So the full Matthew Berry. The full Matthew Berry.
Oh, he follows me. I'm not going to say anything bad about Matthew Berry.
Do it. It's time. I mean, this is what we're talking about right here. This is the turn. Trying to make that money, bro.
You can't talk bad about Matthew Berry, man. Come on.
Yes, I can, but I'm not going to.
He paved the way for pretty much
he didn't do that good of a job in Avengers.
Ooh, get him. Get him.
Gotcha, Matthew. Yeah. Matt. Yeah.
But he got into Avengers, so
dude, the fact that he's in Avengers,
he got on Avengers.
That's so cool.
Also, I want to thank Mr. Meatball.
Of course.
His Discord name. He joined my $50 a month Patreon tier. I never thought anyone would do that. I'm not gonna lie. I never thought that would happen. I was so unprepared for anyone to join the $50 tier that I didn't even remember what was offered in the $50 tier.
I was about to say, I don't even know if I want to know.
You got to start sending those pictures now.
Yes, it says feet pics from Josh Fuster will be offered.
Oh, that's the ultra premium tier, isn't it?
You and Fuster, check it out. Yeah, you'll find me there. It's lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah. Is that what does that describe? Can you explain that to our viewers?
We're talking about feet, right? So my feet are quite a few inches long, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, very interesting. Is the mock filled?
Yeah,
it is.
It is. Great. So after we get through the intro segment, we'll go straight to the mock. And then we can come back to the other stuff. The intro segment at the 5 minutes of me vamping and wasting time. We got it down for 15 minutes to 5 minutes. It's much improved. Alvin Kamara was suspended for 3 games. It actually occurred, I believe, right before I did my Patreon question show, which is also on the channel. It's very exciting. People should watch that. Yeah. But anyway, he was suspended for 3 games. And then today there was a new saga. I'm glad we're doing the show. Kareem Hunt was signing there. Then he wasn't signing there. Then he was signing there. Then he wasn't signing there. And now he's on the plane to Indianapolis.
But he had a good workout. Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about Alvin Kamara? Hutch left me a take of this. The week he comes back is the time to sell in Dynasty. I agree with that. But what do you guys think about Alvin Kamara?
Don't all jump at once.
Listen, his efficiency is going down. I'm a little bit nervous. They're talking about signing other running backs like Kareem Hunt. It makes me nervous. Even in like a normal redraft league, I don't want any part of him at his ADP. I'll tell you that much. So I think he's talented. I don't know if he's going to get enough opportunity. He's going to catch passes, which is great in a PPR league. But at the same time, I just don't know if he's going to get enough work over the course of the year to really be the old Alvin Kamara and be someone you're happy about having on your team.
Well, that's the thing is now he is the old Alvin Kamara. And I think that's part of the issue with
he's 86 years old.
But I feel like he's someone who can age gracefully.
Just like Josh.
Yeah. Oh wait, which Josh? Both of us, right? Age don't raisin.
I meant the other one, but
yes.
But I think that he still has. Obviously, he's still a talented back, and I think it is going to come down to volume and opportunity. I don't know. I hate giving up on veterans, but I kind of get stuck on that a little bit.
Can I interest you? Russell Gage is available.
No.
He's a veteran. He's 27. I can interest you. How about let's see. What about Mitch Trubisky? Can I interest you in Mitch Trubisky? You said veterans.
I love Mitch.
If you're here, make sure to like the video, leave a comment in the chat, please, or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about my feet videos, of which there are
comment, guys, please.
Like it's difficult with that Saints offense. It feels like it's going back and forth consistently on all these guys are above ADP, and if they all meet their ADP, then that offense is going for like 10,000 yards, and Derek Carr is QB1. Well, no, but he's also QB 20 something.
I approve.
Mitch
like you have Chris Olave, you have Michael Thomas, you have Rashid Shaheed, you have all the tight ends, you have Taysom Hill, you have all these pieces.
Oh, hey.
And they're all just going to vulture each other until one person comes away.
Dick Sickles. Give Metcalf and Sanders get 102. So Gibbs and 1 QB. I'll take Gibbs. I'll take Gibbs.
That's a give me.
Let's see. Okay. Anything else about Alvin Kamara? So I have him ranked. I said RB25. I think that's been changed to RB26.
So he moved down one.
It's funny. You say driving can't comment, but you just commented. It's interesting. I heard people are talking about. It's a big topic about doing best ball drafts while driving. People are talking about that. I will say that the official position of this show is that you should not do that while you're driving. And if you do, it'll all be Caleb's fault.
Blame me.
Yeah. It'll be Caleb's fault for recommending gambling.
Ryan's the one that dragged me into it, so blame him.
Oh,
what is this? We can't even draft in our car while driving. Next thing you know, we're gonna have a license to use a toaster.
really?
I'm not gonna lie. I've done the driving in a draft before, driving in a best ball league, and it kind of sucks.
Hey, Josh,
because like you're not paying attention the whole time.
I'm sending this tape to the police.
Oh no!
Did you know
not the police.
Did you know the police are on this show? Put them up.
Oh wait, you'll never believe what
Josh?
I have.
Book them. What is that?
I'm kind of nervous.
I was expecting handcuffs.
No.
I was
Is that a
expecting
bullhorn? Hot take.
You like that? It has a siren function.
What did you get that for? What did you get that for?
Yeah, open up.
That's what I
FBI,
wanna know,
open up.
Please, no one swat Josh Fuster.
No
one. Please
that's
don't.
Listen, it's a
$13.
misdemeanor at best. Like, come
All right,
on.
now, let's try
Not
to
going
do
to
that
jail.
without turning on the siren function.
Well, after they see your draft, they might go to jail.
That's a fair point.
Jesus.
That's actually a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah, drafting
Pull over
and
the vehicle.
driving.
Stop drafting. Seize that best ball draft right now.
It's like, sir, I saw you draft a quarterback in a 1 QB league in the first
Pull over
round.
that vehicle.
Drop Justin Jefferson, and no one gets hurt.
It's better. It's better in best
This
ball.
is literally the best $13 I've ever spent.
But what was it really for? Like, you still haven't answered.
That's what I'm
it's for that
saying. I want to
siren
know.
function. It's for that siren function to prank my friends and when they're driving. Pull over the vehicle. Pull over.
You're in the car with them, just like you snuck it in there, just like.
In terms of viewers, this is like our best segment in like 3 weeks. So
Let's keep it going.
That's far.
Comment and subscribe. Thank you.
We got good energy tonight, at least.
This really helps. All right, we'll leave that to the side for the time being, but I'll reserve the right. There's also a record function.
Oh, Josh,
it's pronounced record.
No, it isn't.
Record.
Evan Hull season. Well, no, because Kareem Hunt is going to sign there now. So let's talk about Kareem Hunt.
Can you play for both teams?
No, he can't do that. I talked about Kareem Hunt on Twitter. People said that Kareem Hunt was better than Jamal Williams. I think not. But
You sure about that?
yeah, very sure. I did a little investigation. Kareem Hunt was worse at everything.
No, I'm more saying to the people.
Well, I looked into it. And I found that despite having a large number of carries at the goal line, Jamal Williams was still more effective on like every basis possible. So,
and he's just so cool. He's such a fun guy.
Well, yeah,
he's
true.
He's
He really
Swag
is.
Daddy.
I mean, when we're comparing the two in terms of
what
coolness,
an EV was
Jamal
peak.
Williams was better. Yeah.
Evan Hull, I would say, is interesting, but the only thing I'm thinking is they signed Kenyon Drake already. Now they're bringing in Kareem Hunt. Is it possible that they already have a trade agreed for Jonathan Taylor? Is that possible?
Rumor is that Jonathan Taylor missed practice today and was not at the Colts facility because he was getting physicals done for other teams.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So and that would make a lot of sense. I think that
The Chiefs. Come on. Chiefs. No whammy.
That's
because
not.
I really don't think they signed Kenyon Drake. Also, they're going to have Kareem Hunt. Deion Jackson is there, who had a role last year. Evan Hull was drafted. I don't think they're going to cut their 5th round pick.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor being there it would make sense if JT was coming back to have Kenyon Drake or Kareem Hunt, but not really Kenyon Drake and Kareem Hunt. That seems like overkill, especially if you're going to pay. What?
I thought he was on the Saints.
No.
You might think that if you just paid attention this morning.
I've been gotten. I was too busy.
Ryan, you know how when you try and make a trade, and their offer is out there, and you say, "Oh, I can get this much for my player," and you
Josh,
go to a league mate.
Check your offer inbox. You could have Matt Corral for a 2026 fourth.
Oh yeah, that's an insta reject, man. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you didn't reject it yet. You know, I have other things. And Ryan, you could be the proud manager of. What does that say? I can't even read that. But whatever.
Kenyon Drake's contract is not guaranteed, by the way. So
And
if Kareem Hunt comes,
the siren button.
PJ said it in the chat. Drake is dust, and I agree. Like
what? How
Drake,
dare you?
I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry. You got a great name, but
Can we pull up the mock draft, please?
We'll get there.
Dude, Drake is
We are killing the viewer count.
Drake
in a good way.
I want the mock draft to be on the stream. Can that be done?
I'm figuring it out. Working on
All
it.
right, back to questions.
Have you been
As we're getting it up. Any chance Gibbs is better than Bijan this season? After Bijan was
the RB3 on the Falcons.
Oh, you have to add it. You have to add it. It's
I got you.
What do I have to do? Oh, there we go.
That.
Oh yeah.
this is so many faces on the left side. It's like the most.
Yeah, it is.
this
I feel
is
Mike Wazowski. I got my Mike Wazowski going on. Oh no, everyone else does.
I guess that's
there
probably.
we go. I was gonna say that was like specifically filtering us out, Ryan. The two Ryans.
I know, right? We got beef there. Hold on. Is there a way to fix this?
I'm fixing it. Greatness can't be rushed.
Okay. Should we start the draft?
There we go.
Can be reborn.
Totally fixed.
All right.
We'll take a look at this later. Let's focus on getting the draft started. We did the opening segment. Now we got to move into the draft before people turn off the stream.
Oh, one person just did, but one person came back.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the megaphone.
I don't know how he didn't always have a megaphone. Like,
Yeah, what the heck?
He doesn't
Like-
need a megaphone.
Tyler, this is how you get over 40K followers. This right there, megaphone.
Wait,
yell at people.
Make sure
Yell
to
at people
follow
on the
me
streets.
Twitter at Tyler FF Creator. Thank you.
Is
Yell
this
at people on the
Dynasty?
streets.
No, it's redraft.
Okay,
Maybe it should
okay,
say
got it.
that in the title.
No, I was just making sure.
I can't read.
It doesn't say redraft in the title.
Someone
It is in
can't
fact
read.
a redraft.
All right. Well,
It says
while
redraft
Josh
in the title of the show.
tries
you're
to make
slowing
this pick,
it down.
I'm trying to decide. I got to mentally change my.
Well, walk us through.
Walk
What are you
off,
deciding between here?
I'm between.
He's got
there's
15
three different
seconds.
People. I have 15 seconds. There's three
Well, walk
people
us
I'm really
through
deciding
after you
between. Is the
decide.
top three you would assume.
Come on, this is such an easy pick, bro.
Pick a running
I
back.
took 2. It was great.
5 seconds.
You got less than 5.
Watch this. I'm gonna do that.
What?
Yeah. I did it. I did it.
Dude. Steals for Caleb at 4.
The dream. The absolute dream.
Well, while we're waiting for the next pick, can
Wait, whose turn is it?
Yours.
yours?
No, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's fake news. It's the liberal media would have you believe that.
Wow, Kelsey.
I feel like that's the chalk pick, no?
Yeah,
At
I've seen
6.
that come back up.
For me, okay, so let's talk about it. We're doing a mock draft. Why don't we talk about it? Redraft's easier to talk about during the draft. So for me, Jefferson and Chase are the top 2. They're kind of in a tier by themselves. Jefferson first,
I
then
agree.
Chase. And then, I'm comfortable taking Kelsey at 3. That's probably what I would do.
Wow. Yeah,
The rest of the wide receivers just don't separate for me. They all have serious concerns. Tyreek Hill has looked kind of crappy in camp. And Cooper Kupp is hurt. And that's an injury that has re-injury risk. And then CeeDee Lamb would probably be my wide receiver 3, but he does also have some concerns. They have more competition there.
No one pay attention to how I have.
And then in terms of running back, McCaffrey's my RB1 and Eckler's RB2, but I don't feel like they're enough of an upgrade over the other running backs to make them better than Kelsey. So I would take Kelsey at 3. And then I'd probably go Kelsey 3, McCaffrey 4, Eckler 5, and then maybe Lamb at 6 or something like that.
Oh man.
What am I doing now?
Well, while
I'm sorry, I'm now on megaphone control.
All right, my league is transitioning to Superflex in 3 years. How should I value the QBs in this year's draft? Ignore them. Still play the same way.
Transitioning in 3 years. The league might not exist in 3 years.
It might not exist tomorrow, according to Kyle Shanahan.
Half of Dynasty leagues.
It could decide to go back.
Yeah, this is not a real question.
This is not a real question.
We're not talking about a league that's transitioning in 3 years. My advice is to just start over. Why? You're going to wait 3 years to transition to Superflex? Why not just start a new Superflex league now?
I'd actually agree with
my advice, if you want my advice.
I mean, unless it's like a super long standing one, you're sure.
You've been playing it for 15 years, sure. Right. But most Dynasty leagues have not been playing for 15 years.
Yeah.
Add a second league. Keep both of them going.
I'm fine with that too.
Well, people aren't crazy like us.
This question
and allow collusion between the two of them.
This is when we sign up for the Patreon. We sign up for the Patreon. We ask this on the Patreon show where I have time to prepare for it. There's the Patreon link.
Corey Davis.
You know what? I do have one. Demario Douglas. Demario Douglas is one. It's my turn. Fuck. I'm not ready.
You got time. We gave more time this time. You did 30 seconds last time.
Panic!
Man, I really wanted CeeDee Lamb.
Well, you can't have it.
Lamb and Chubb would have been nice.
You have a Chubb for Chubb? Is that what you're saying?
I love Chubb on the turn right there, Josh.
9-inch Nicholas Chubb.
I usually go RB, as you guys may know, but
oh my God. Wait, who am I supposed to take? Okay, fine, whatever.
The best player, probably.
You're gonna do it? Are you gonna do the stack, the early stack? No. I've seen a lot of people actually. They just started out. They're like Kelsey, Mahomes.
I do not like that range at the 207 at all.
Me too. I mean, it's still one QB, so it
felt like whoever I was taking was going to be a reach. But I decided to go with Pollard because I feel like I'm going to like the running backs at the next go round even worse.
Yeah, top 5 upside, right? So.
Yeah. I do think it's telling that they really haven't met with any running backs at all.
Yeah. I don't think Malik Davis is going to push for
24 what?
Third.
Oh, it's a third. And a Conquo. In tight end premium, I'll take a Conquo with a third. Yeah, you and Ryan both. But apparently the Colts called him in the middle of the meeting. That was very strange. They didn't call it. They had plenty of time to think about it.
It's probably the Saints were probably like, wait, Alvin Kamara just got suspended for violence. Maybe we shouldn't bring this other guy, Kareem Hunt, on right now.
Yeah, I have something to say about that.
They could pull Adrian Peterson out of retirement.
Oh God.
Man, Jonathan Taylor, though, man, dude, Caleb, if this was like a legit like league, like getting CMC and JT, like that is nasty, man.
I am concerned about JT because where is he going to be traded to?
Wherever he's going to dominate the backfield.
Yeah, that's possible, but not every trade destination is an upgrade in terms of workload and competition.
Yeah, true.
I think JT is a good enough talent that he can take that workload from whoever's there.
That's
minus
probably
like
true.
Minus like 5 backs.
I concur.
Oh.
And then the team's not trading for JT if they have one of those 5 backs, probably, right? So
yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah. Here, what about this
Ryan,
one?
I really like the 2 Cincinnati wide receivers.
What about this one?
No, you do not trade Nook and Addison for Ridley.
No, Addison is worth more than Ridley in Dynasty. If it's redraft, then I would. Then this is more interesting. If it's redraft, it's interesting because Ridley is my highest ranked of these 3, but I think I would lean toward Addison, the pair of Addison and Hopkins.
Oh, I hate you. That is.
I'm stuck in Dynasty right now.
In redraft, this is actually very fair. In
Gibbs?
I'm so in.
Okay.
Gibbs taking Gibbs.
Let's talk about Evan Hull for a second. And I agree with PJ. I'm not making that trade. Talk about Evan Hull. Evan Hull is good, not great. I don't think he's great. I don't think Evan Hull can be a starter. at least not anytime soon. So I do think that if Kareem Hunt went there and Jonathan Taylor went away, Kareem Hunt would be the starter. But in a committee with Hall and Jackson for now. And then Moss also could mix in when he comes back. It'll be gross. I'm not going to have any running back there ranked inside the top 30. The only reason why it was good was because Jonathan Taylor was good. But it's going to be a miserable offense. And Anthony Richardson is going to not dump off and also vulture rushing attempts. So not an offense I'm interested in at all. So Hull would be a sell for me in that case if JT went away. But I've been stashing Hull the whole time because I do like the talent in general, but people always go overboard in situations like that.
Yeah, I have him on a few taxi squads.
Oh, man. What's the most you would pay for Quentin Johnston?
I would pay it first. But I would pay that much, but I won't, like, practically myself. But I think that's his value, probably where it's around. It's probably like a mid to late first.
I'm not trading rookie picks for him. I'll trade another wide receiver that's a little bit older, farther along in the league. That would be in that same value range. I don't like the idea of sending a 24 first that has the potential to be much higher than anticipated.
Oh, none of mine will be that high. Don't worry. Not if they're my own.
You trade like a Terry McLaurin for Quentin Johnston?
No, I say it's weird, like because I just said that I think the value tops out at around mid to late first, but
it's my turn.
I don't think that I would.
Oh no, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm still more than talent.
Okay, who's the best player left?
It's probably a QB.
A quarterback. Oh no.
Well, when I look at the ADP,
what does the ADP say to do?
It says
do whatever the ADP says.
It says Josh Allen, so
it does.
That's what the ADP says. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. We're running out of time.
No, just kidding.
Rhamondre.
ADP is always right.
Man, so you guys, a lot of you guys are still very wide receiver heavy, huh?
I usually am.
Yeah.
Tyler's not.
Yeah, that's like so meta. Everyone is doing that.
CMC not being 101 blows my mind. All right, let's talk about that. I actually think that's very interesting on a redraft show. CMC should not be the 101. The days of there is no running back one who has no warts this year. I learned this last year. If you went running back early last year, you got killed. And if you went wide receiver early, you did really well. So even CMC has concerns. You look at the splits with CMC and Elijah Mitchell, they're fine. But he wasn't a league winner. If that's what you get, you'll be disappointed. So even CMC at 1 has more downside than upside. I'd rather take Jefferson or Chase than, Kelsey for the positional difference, and then I'd have CMC at 4, right where he went in this draft. Although I would have taken him above Kupp.
I think we got beef here. I think that was a snipe. I want to say that was a snipe.
What was?
So that's my take on
Jalen
CMC.
Hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I don't take.
Let's talk about this. This is interesting. This is coming.
Talk about it.
Well, don't make me get out the megaphone. Don't make me get out the megaphone. It's look.
Hey, is Breece Hall hurt right now? Still,
he's still hurt? Yeah,
he's still in the pup.
Yeah. He's gonna be ready to go, right?
Are any of the top 3 quarterbacks really worth a second-round pick in drafts? What do we think? The top 3 quarterbacks just went off the board. I would assume people agree those are the top 3.
Absolutely.
What do we think about the relative value of the quarterbacks versus the other players who were taken?
Personally, I think where they're going in the 3rd round makes a lot more sense. When I look at the players in the 2nd round, they're just really strong people for your rosters where you're trying to build out those positions with even Mark Andrews. I would take Mark Andrews above pretty much all the quarterbacks personally. So there's still pretty good depth at the quarterback position. Everyone just has to start one, and then you get down to, the 10th quarterback. Yeah. What's it? Tua. So, I like Tua this year. So, and you can get him a lot later.
Most of the players taken, in the first 3 rounds above the quarterbacks, other than Keenan Allen, Ridley, I mean, Najee.
I'm still old school, man. Just on one QB, I'm waiting, and I'm taking a QB later. I don't think there's like enough of a difference there, especially when you have all these other positions in the flex, 3 wide receivers, 2 flex positions.
That's part of it.
I'm waiting. I mean, tight end as well, to be honest. Like, I love Kelsey, and he's definitely like a man that sets himself apart from the rest of the position, but I'd still prefer to wait.
Oh, shit, I'm up. I wasn't ready.
Every single pick you're like, oh my God. Oh, wow.
We need to have a siren for his picks.
Don't make
someone else get one. Like, just
the siren.
If you donate to the channel, we can maybe get a sound.
Yeah, if you donate to the channel, we'll put you on the recorded function of the thingy. Wait, none of the players are available.
That you want?
Yeah, they're all gone.
I know who you're gonna take.
I'm looking at the players you're speaking of, the ones that are available, and I'm a little bit
they're
like,
not, but they're not available though.
No, the ones that are, I'm like, pretty about. I can't believe I saw you take Tebow.
Who said I hated Tebow?
He wanted another one.
You've never. You're not a huge fan. Let's be honest.
That's fake news. It's fake news.
It's real news, Tyler.
No,
it's real news,
Tyler.
Tyler.
I have the megaphone.
I swear to
the megaphone.
I swear to God, Tyler.
Real.
This is bull crap.
Fake news. Now that he's sending shirtless pics to Kyle Shanahan, I'm all in.
Good point. You know what?
Shirtless pics. I'm all in.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Kyle Shanahan has never received this many shirtless pics of men ever before.
And I'm just like, yo. There's some that are appealing.
Where am I?
I really want to do this to myself.
Let's talk about this. Devonta Smith versus T. Higgins.
Yeah,
I have them in the same tier back to back.
Talent wise, I do think they're relatively even.
And I think they're even in my ranking.
Hold on, I got to make a draft pick.
I have T. Higgins one spot higher. I don't agree with that. That's a lot of greater thans. What about this? What would you add to Etienne to get Gibbs in a Dynasty?
I don't love this, but I'm going to do it. I don't love it.
You had the opportunity to do something really funny, and you did it. I appreciate that.
24 first.
You would add a 24 first?
In a start 8? In a start 8?
Can we not ignore the fact that Josh Schuster just took Joe Burrow when Ryan has taken Jamar Chase and T. Higgins?
You realize I brought up that he was making that stack on purpose so that Josh would do that?
Uh-huh.
I didn't even have to DM him for it.
I can't let him have that.
That's actually hilarious.
I don't even like taking a quarterback this early. I'm kind of in the mindset of other Josh is like us. We think alike, and that's kind of where I'm at too. But I just didn't love anyone else, and I just love seeing Ryan suffer. So
yeah,
I need to go draft another best ball team, hop in a lobby, get the 2 pick, and just do it right. Thanks, Josh. You're pushing me into gambling.
I got you, Ryan.
You got to see it on the board.
We support responsible gambling here. Oh,
I thought you were going to say we support.
DJ. I really appreciate the comment. Thank you.
Jesus.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
Oh my God.
2 Atlanta guys.
Ooh.
Wow. That's so few targets between them.
Last year.
Yeah.
Ryan's going to pick up their quarterback.
It's coming. It's coming. Desmond Ridder, round 12.
To take Ridder next round for sure. You got to stop the stack.
I'm eyeing up Matthew
what
Stafford. I
about
got
this
Derek
one?
Carr. Like,
What about
so many
this?
choices.
Keep 2. Keep 2 of these. What do we think about that one?
Kelsey and
definitely
Tyreek. Like,
Kelsey. Yeah.
Probably Kelsey and Amon-Ra. Oh, actually, no, Tyreek.
I'd probably go Kelsey Tyreek. I know it's not
Kelsey and
sexy and it's very like.
I feel like he's bragging about his team.
I'll go
He really
Kelsey and Tyreek as well.
Bah.
Yeah, especially if there's no draft value. Like, it's just 2 picks. It's not like this person counts for this round or this round. Like, you just take the best 2 that have the highest.
I think we can all agree Kelsey 100%.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Then it gets a little interesting. Tyreek. Yeah.
I mean, his upside, if Tua was there for the whole season.
Wait, it's my turn?
Oh
no.
shit. How come no one's
I didn't realize that. I'm so sorry for the delay.
I think when Tyler goes on the megaphone, it like zaps his brain.
Look, I took Miles Sanders. Wow.
Wow.
We're in a brave new world.
Oh my.
Who paid you to do that?
Yeah, I'm surprised these guys aren't.
I'm in the pocket of Big Megaphone. Big
But
Megaphone has paid for this advertising spot.
So
I'm required by law to note that.
So interesting enough, speaking of the Miles Sanders and the Carolina Panthers, earlier today the Carolina Panthers did release their depth chart. And with a lot of these teams, we're seeing players at the rookies, especially being later on in the back end of the depth chart. Jonathan Mingo was the wide receiver 3 on the team, ahead of Terrace Marshall and Laviska Shenault.
I mean, that's not surprising.
I thought Terrace Marshall was playing in the XFL. I forgot about him.
No, that's Martavis Bryant, man.
They love Mingo. I'm high on Mingo just because of how much that staff loves Mingo.
Well,
Yep,
sure,
and that's where I'm at.
answer
I think it's
the
actually
people's-
news there
the
as opposed to
people's
Bijan at
questions.
RB3.
The people have questions. Are we on the Tank Bigsby hype train?
No,
No. Why not?
there's not as much to be as hyped for as people think there is.
Etienne's a very good running back.
It is blown up off of a quote from a coach of something that every coach would do. It was a misconstrued quote to say we're going to give Etienne less run, when really it was just we need to bring him back down to where he's supposed to be, and that's not at 80% of carries, but at 70%.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he had like 80% volume. Like, of course he's gonna. That they had nobody. They got rid of James Robinson.
The other one.
Asian
your eyes.
Open
your eyes.
What is going on here?
I was trying to take my Darren Waller, who was going to be safely falling to me in this round.
Dude, man, Darren Waller easily tight end 3 for me this year, and potential for tight end 2. I don't think he can quite reach Kelsey, but I mean, just the targets are all there for him, and he's the best receiver out of the bunch, including the wide receivers. So, man, he's someone that I'm like really, really pushing people to go and get. But I still think you can get good value with him. Like, there's no need to reach into like the second or the third rounds. Let him drop and kind of go.
What does this have to do with Tank Bigsby?
Well, you see, Josh sniped me on one of my guys from last week that I talked about, and was super excited to be able to pick up here, only to have someone who missed the show last week.
Sorry, bro.
Did you even listen? Did you listen to the show?
Actually,
he
I
did
not listen to that one, but
so
he
knew
listened to take your player.
He knew to take my player there.
Yeah.
And you ended up taking Cam Akers. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. That's a terrible.
Wow!
My belly fat was
that was good.
It is? You
From
can sell that on OnlyFans. People are talking about that. Well, let's move on to the next question. I think we talked enough about Tank Bigsby. I like him, by the way.
I will say this.
I'm not on the hype train, but he'll affect Etienne.
I don't think he affects him that much. I think this is a time.
Woo!
I'm in Dynasty leagues. I'm trying to trade for Etienne because
it can't be my turn. I'm not ready.
No, I'm with you. I think it's good to try to buy low on Etienne right now.
I don't know why. I mean, Bigsby's a good running back. He's good, and he's going to help take away some of the overuse that Etienne was absorbing last year. So you're not going to get the volume, but Etienne doesn't have to be a volume guy anyway, and he's still going to get good volume. He is a much better back
that
than
I want are
Bigsby.
Available.
Honestly, the bigger
what else is new, Tyler?
The bigger issue is his like receiving work. Is Etienne going to get more receiving work? Because that's really what people were excited about.
I feel like I'm being pressured into this.
Tyler's like in his own world.
Literally.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm with you, man. I think Etienne's still going to be fine, but I really do hope they work him into the passing game more. because
ooh baby,
add a little bit of passing more in now, and he's going to be like huge, awesome.
I'm really tempted to just take Desmond Ridder here just for the meme, but I won't.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it.
I was tempted. Maybe next turn.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So in most leagues that like the general population plays for fantasy, like it's just two. It's usually two running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 flex. So the one that we're drafting for now is still different from a lot of what people who are going to be starting up.
Should I have looked at the format before I was
3 wide
all these
receivers.
players?
3 wide receivers.
Yeah. Here
now you tell me.
Yeah, here's the 3. But normally, most people play. There's 2, and then a flex. That's like the standard league for like Yahoo and ESPN now.
What's the next question? We need to get to the people.
I thought Yahoo moved to 3.
Did they?
Receivers. Someone recently did. Like that made their standard.
All right.
Okay. I mean,
Louis has a question. Oh, I'm supposed to read it.
Sorry.
Come on, Patrick.
Sorry, my app on my phone is like 4 picks behind everyone, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What's up, guys? Question: Superflex Dynasty tight end premium. T-Law, Dotson, and 224 first, half and bottom. I prefer top and bottom, or Dak and Amon-Ra.
I'm taking the T-Law side 1,000%. Like not even hesitating on that. I'm smashing that trade so quickly.
Yep. Run away with those extra firsts.
I never smash any trade quickly, so I would think about it for a little while and mull on it.
And you excitedly accept.
You're quick, bro.
Traylon Burke says, "Join my team."
Cool.
Oh, I'm just on Caleb's pick. What the hell?
What, Quentin Johnston?
My phone's just so far back. Like the fact that we have to remind Tyler that it was.
I was
pick.
confused, Caleb, too. I thought you were still on it. You're still like
Richard
processing it.
I know, that's what I was trying to go.
Yeah.
He agrees with me. I approve. And this was like 3 OTCs ago. Ring that bell. Yes. Hit the notifications bell. Otherwise, what I'm going to do something very special. I'm going to record an entire 2-hour ASMR video of just this.
Oh, God.
Remind me to miss that one.
Make sure to hit the notifications bell. Otherwise, I'm going to go live on Twitter and make sure where I have 38,000 followers and make sure everyone hears that siren.
Hey, but real quick, what we were talking about earlier about like quarterbacks, like look at the people who have waited and look at the talent that's still there for starting QBs. Like Lawrence is still on the board, Prescott, Deshaun Watson, Tagovailoa. I mean, there's lots of good guys left that you didn't have to pay up for. I mean, Herbert, I think, is in a decent spot in the 6th round.
Yeah, the value may be there, but my stacking. Thanks, Josh.
Really good value in the 7th round.
Yes.
Joe Burrow would have been good around the 6th round. I think.
Taking Joe Burrow right where I took it was worth it, just knowing how upset Ryan is about it. So like I'm all
like I said, pushing me to gambling.
Yeah. That's what I do. I'm a pusher.
A pill pusher?
A drug pusher?
I like the reference. I like the movie reference. If you're making the movie reference, I like the movie reference.
This show does not support drugs. Thank you.
Only the good kind.
Like what?
The Parks and Recreational kind.
Advil.
Oh, well, I've taken so many of those because I knew I'd have to deal with all of you today.
I'm pretty sure the headache's coming from your megaphone.
It's on like 30% of the maximum volume. Do you want to hear what it's like on the maximum volume? You guys are all wearing headphones.
Kind of.
Oh, you do?
Well, now you dang. Now I'm just curious.
Hey, boy.
Patrick, read the next question before I hit the siren button.
Oh, no. Hey, I just clicked the wrong button.
Megaphone is on the clock from Jermaine.
No, what happened to this one?
Wait, Ryan, there's no way to undo that pick, can you?
No, there's no undo.
I'm on the clock. Give me.
Oh no, my finger slipped.
Tyler, can you read that question?
Okay. Carr in the 24 first or Bruce Young? I've never heard of Bruce Young. You mean Bruce Wayne?
It's
Bruce
a typo.
We don't make typos.
We don't
Because
do
now
that
we have
around here.
Chat GPT,
True.
which actually makes a lot of typos. But anyway, Carr in 24 first or Bryce Young?
Bruce. Yeah. Sorry.
Bruce. I love Bruce. I'll take Bryce Young.
Yeah.
I think Bryce Young is worth more than that.
I think it's not an unfair
Oh, there's
trade.
a siren outside. Perfect.
They're
Go
coming
back
for you, Tyler.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
mind I think that's pretty decent.
Pull over the vehicle.
I'm fine with the
Pull
trade.
over, sir. Or ma'am.
Question for the chat. Raise your hand if Jerry Jeudy will be booty this season.
Oh man, I've never been in on Jeudy, but I'm starting to believe that there's a chance that he could hit this year.
I'm in.
Oh, fuck. It's my turn.
Megaphone is on the
Every
clock.
single time. Every single
wasn't
time.
ready.
I like
I
how you
wasn't
have people
ready.
commenting to let you know that you're on the clock too.
That's how I found out. Like,
Okay, can
3
you
of the
please tell
time.
Scribbles? Can you please tell Scribbles no, please?
Would you
No,
pay a
no,
24
no,
or
no.
25 first for Rashad White?
No, we're not going to do that. Even though I drafted him
Tell
in this draft,
Scribbles no.
That's
Did you
No.
hear the analyst that was saying that Rashad White's the best running back to come out in the last 3 years?
Okay,
Better than
They're
Bijan,
trying to
better
get-
than Gibbs.
people are saying that on Twitter. People are saying it. But the problem is that it's a lie. Oh, that was it. That's it.
Thanks, Tyler, for the quick answer.
You're welcome. I also answered your question on Twitter.
Clay is watching.
Yes, he is. He
Scribbles.
likes to do that.
Ooh, what-
Bijan, RB3 on the depth chart. And Justin Herbert or Jay Jettis, Olave, and Daniel Jones.
oh snap!
Ooh.
I feel like this question would be different if it was Danny Dimes instead of Daniel
Bijan.
Jones.
I'll take Bijan and Justin
Yeah.
Herbert.
I just
Yeah,
think
just-
Herbert's going to be so huge. This like from here on out, just rock it up, man.
Well, I'd rather have Herbert over Jefferson, and then I'd rather have Bijan over Olave and Daniel Jones combined. So there you go.
12
Oh, no.
team, one quarterback, start
Oh,
8.
no.
Give the 106 and Metcalf get 102.
So now it's starting to get a little expensive. The 106 is still outside the top group, so I'll lean the 102. But this one I understand.
I'll keep the 106 in Metcalf.
Gus from YouTube says, wait, who prefers top or bottom? And who is smashing what trades?
Yes.
I think,
Yes.
Gus, if you're not careful, we're going to play the siren outside your vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
I'm down for all of this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Scribble says, I hit the bell. Don't kill my ears with the megaphone, please. I feel like that crying emoji is basically him saying daddy. So
Daddy, please! Don't kill my ears with the next phone! No!
What is happening?
I don't know.
We have
but
lost
he does have
control.
one more question.
I haven't been on in a while. I forgot about all
San
this.
The show's changed a little bit, Josh.
San Francisco trade. Tua and Tyreek or Lamar and Mingo?
Lamar.
I'll take
Lamar.
Yeah, I want Lamar.
It's not a bad trade.
And Dick Sickle says,
I might actually
Judy, rocking everywhere.
I might.
I think that Jerry Jeudy is going to do better than Cortland Sutton. That's my hot take.
Cortland
Louis-
Sutton has been connecting in training camp with Russ. We'll see.
I'm about to draft Cortland Sutton just to rub it in your face.
Cortland Sutton, you know, I had a hot take on Twitter. I said that he's bad.
This
He's
is an interesting
bad.
trade here. by the
Cortland
way.
Sutton, I think, is the worst consistent over the last 5 years starting X receiver to actually get all of that opportunity, and who has done less with the amount of opportunity he's had to be a starting X receiver in an offense for that many years. Who's done less? Who's been more inefficient?
Kenny Galladay.
Nikhil Harry.
Kenny
Julio
Galladay.
Jones, sad
Nikhil
face.
Harry didn't actually play that long, and Kenny Galladay was out of the league. Cortland Sutton.
Woo, 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 woo on the
Can't
clock.
talk bad
Oh,
about Nikhil
fuck,
Harry.
it's my turn
Who's
again?
bad?
Why didn't anyone tell me?
Dak, Hall, DJM.
Another one.
I'm not ready.
Another one. League of Legends.
I'm not
Thanks,
ready.
guys. Super Fatties Dynasty. Dak, Hall, DJM. Turn it up. Or T-Law, Dotson, and a 24
I can't find any of the players I want to draft.
I like Trevor Lawrence enough where I feel like in a super flex, I'd take that side. I also think Dotson is going to be better than people think. So I don't think there's a big gap between him and DJ Moore, especially in Dynasty too. And then the 24 first and Breece Hall, with Hall being not healthy yet, I kind of like the class in 24 first. I think I'm leaning the Lawrence Dotson 24 first.
I like the way you broke it down. I would definitely take Breece Hall over a random 2024 first, but the other sides, I like T Hall a lot more. I mean, Trevor Lawrence a lot more than Dak. Yeah, I don't know. I like Lawrence a lot more than Dak, and that's really the big thing here.
Look,
I just rather
Dak gets too much disrespect.
I'll
all
take
right?
Trevor Lawrence.
There's not that big of a difference right now. I know T-Law is much younger, but
yeah,
I'm taking the Dak side here. I think Breece Hall is going to be a top 3 running back Dynasty, especially once he heals up from his.
Pull over the Dynasty advice van. Pull it over. Too much in liking aging players. Pull over.
DJ Moore, I do believe, is going to take a step forward with Fields this year.
We're doing every show with the megaphone now.
The
megaphone is never going away.
I feel like it's a key contributor to the show tonight.
Yes.
I feel like it has upped our energy.
Why does Kadarius Toney have ADP of a 91?
Because he's amazing. Hello.
He's on the Chiefs.
Yo, he has really.
Des Bryant said that Kadarius Toney would be the best receiver on the Chiefs. I will say, Des, you now follow me. In case you're watching, you have an open invite to be on this show at any point, and we can debate that. I'm willing to debate you. We can talk about it anytime.
When he says receiver, I hope he means one that's wide.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Are you fat shaming him? You're talking about wide receivers? How dare you?
That's important, man. I would not shame anyone.
The only NFL player I've ever fat shamed is Eddie Lacy.
At Pat with a League of Legends reference. I love it.
No, there's
Patrick.
Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell.
You know what my favorite story about Jamarcus Russell is? No, good.
I do not.
Is it the blank
I do not
DVD?
know your favorite story.
The blank DVDs. They gave him DVDs to study. To study tape. They were blank, and then they gave it to him, and then they asked him the next day, "What did you think of the DVDs that we sent you?" And you're like, "Well, they were very good. They gave a lot of good information about the plays." They failed the test.
Oh boy.
Cortland Sutton, baby.
There it is. There it is.
Neighbors, you have an open invitation to come on today's show. Please come in.
Value Police, come grab him. He got the wide
police?
receiver
Did
one in
someone say
Denver.
police?
Oh no.
You know, it's funny with Peanut Butter Jelly Time's comment there, because I've been wondering the same thing the whole time. It's like,
that is a good
I
question.
have neighbors right now.
I gotta tell you, Ryan, it's not the worst thing I've ever done. One time I had a party in this building. It was many years ago. I don't have parties anymore. Now I'm an old
Thanks
man.
for the invite, bro.
I don't believe I knew you 5 years ago.
Bull crap.
I couldn't have invited you. I didn't know who you were. But the point is that I told the front desk in advance, there will be a noise complaint today. Make sure. Do not worry. Everything is fine. But now I'm a boring old man. I don't have parties anymore. I just have my megaphone to entertain me.
It's not boring.
Well, the megaphone is the most interesting part of my evening.
Well, there you go.
Wait, who is
There's a lot of green on that left side of the board. My last 4 picks, by the way. I've taken a lot of running backs.
Is it?
Yeah, that's. I mean, you
I
had
went running back.
I would pay a fourth for Cortland Sutton.
I think it's because you missed out on all the good ones, Ryan.
I just feel like it was value. Like the wide receivers that were there, just I feel like I'd rather take the dart throw on the upside of Etienne or Charbonnet being something.
Patrick, can you pull up the next question?
I did something very similar here, Ryan. I have a
upside.
tight end thrown in there, but I kind of felt the same way. You know?
We got questions. questions in the chat from Louis G.
Oh fuck! It's my turn. Uh-oh.
While Tyler complains about no one good left to draft.
I don't know who's on the board.
JT is going to play
Does
this
JT
year.
play this year?
I don't think he plays for the Colts, but I think he plays this year.
I think there's a chance he plays on the Colts, but he's playing this year.
Okay, I've now learned why I don't go running backs early.
Because explain.
Because I like the running backs later better than the wide receivers later.
Me too. I do not like the wide receivers right now.
But Rashid Rice was a good addition to the
we're
team.
in the 10th round. I mean, you can't.
Rashid Rice was a good addition.
Yeah.
Gavin says, "Where's the pro Pickens at? Pickens greater than Burks?"
Nope.
Burks is better.
Yes, Burks is definitely better. People are like kind of projecting a Pickens ascension somehow this year, and I just don't see it. He'll be the same player I know he's still super young, and hopefully he can progress, but I just don't see it. He's someone I'm staying away from unless I get him at like super value.
He is a phenomenal vertical receiver for the Steelers. I don't know that he's going to eat enough underneath that he's going to warrant higher than Burks in a PPR league.
I mean, it does suck though that Hopkins ended up on the Titans though for him.
Do I take Kirk Cousins here? I can't.
A clever rebuttal from Gavin: 800 plus yards, 5 TDs with Mitch and Pickett.
Dude,
so that's good. That's
Wilson.
good if it's a tight end. But you're talking about your wide receiver one.
Like that's like a top 15 tight end season right there.
We have a fantasy football violation. Rashad Bateman was just selected.
Hey. Ryan, I'll allow it.
Violation. Pull over, sir. We're going to have to look at your registration.
I'm going to fail.
Plays an underdog only.
I have
use my promo code
for drafting Dalvin Cook.
Oh, he's not even going to let him get Cousins.
Dalvin Cook and Rashad Bateman. We're going to have to pull over your draft, sir.
How do you pull over?
It is good. It is good. I think people are a little spoiled.
It was a good year 6 years ago.
No, it's still good.
For a rookie wide receiver.
It is good. I think people are spoiled. For a second round wide receiver, that's good. For first round, maybe not anymore. But for a second round wide receiver, they take longer to adapt. It's a good rookie wide receiver.
What I want to see out of a rookie wide receiver.
The thing is, Gavin, that we raised his value based on that season. His value is higher than it was coming into the NFL, as we should have, because he performed well. The problem became when we raised it too high. Well, I made the mistake. I made a mistake as well, I think, in my valuation of George Pickens. But I've come back to earth.
I think my problem with George Pickens is stats, because it's a very solid rookie wide receiver season. Is those numbers are spread out over the course of the season, and you're not seeing him progressively getting better and better and producing more and more as the season went on.
He's also a guy that is a field stretching receiver with Kenny Pickett throwing in the ball. So I don't know that he's got the best quarterback to suit his strengths.
Is Dak? I have Dak this year as my quarterback 9.
Yeah, he's
I feel like I wasn't going to take a quarterback really at some point, but it's not at this point. I felt like it was better to we're talking about bench players, and I have to start a quarterback week 1. I thought just picking Dak was the best possibility to improve my team at that point.
I thought about going Watson Dak, to be honest, at the last turn, just because those are like two of the best.
Well, I just if I look at this draft and you tell me I could have had Lawrence at 7:10 or Dak at 11:06, I would much rather have Dak.
Yeah, exactly.
Although honestly, Lawrence is not the worst valued quarterback. The worst one is probably Burrow.
What do we think of Gavin's rebuttal that he did better than 2 first-round wide receivers in his class?
Two?
Burks. Sky. Where did Sky Moore go? He was second, right?
Second.
But also, I don't care about what other people in his class did.
Who are the two that he did better than, though?
In relation for ranking him this year,
He wasn't better than Olave or Wilson or London.
Jameson Williams.
Well, Jameson Williams didn't even play. That's not fair. Of course he was better. That's not. London, he was not better than London. He was not better than London. That's a lie.
And he wasn't better than Dotson.
Was he?
No. Look at Dotson's touchdown numbers in the limited games he played. And then look at Dotson the last couple weeks of the season, too. Dotson's a player.
Let me say this.
Oh, I missed my pick? Where was the sirens?
Oh, yeah, you did. You took Jalen.
I did have him selected in my queue, so that's fine.
Stop.
How do I turn off auto pick?
You have to be
auto pick violation.
Yeah, go to queue, and then there's a little auto pick toggle that you have to toggle.
Thank you.
Let's go.
We all saw that Jason Brownlee highlight. Real shot at being relevant this season?
I mean, I added him in a couple of leagues.
I'll be honest. I didn't see the Jason Brownlee highlight. What the hell was it?
It was like a Pickens type catch.
Nah.
It was a Pickens.
Oh, the Pickens catch where it showed that he still can't separate? And he has to make super acrobatic plays just to come down with the ball?
Pickens can separate deep, but I do think Pickens struggles. I think he struggles on the short intermediate routes separating, so I'm okay with you saying that.
Patrick, people are talking about Sean Clifford starting above Jordan Love.
Oh, no.
No way.
People are talking about it.
My Packers Twitter has been Packers versus Bears. People talking about their open practices and how Packers Family Fun Night had 75,000 people at it, whereas the Bears couldn't get 8,000 people.
They're all part owners of it. Of course, they're going to go see their own team that they are partial owners in.
Valid.
It's literally family. They're probably all related.
Ugh.
No, not like that. Not like that.
I don't know what you mean like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Just said
there's many kinds of cheese. It's like a cheese wheel.
I like the cheese with the with the holes in it. It sounds weird. I'm not.
It's getting weirder and weirder.
I'm just saying.
What are we talking
now.
about with holes? What are we talking about?
Cheese.
Tyler, you get it.
And the family members that are related to each other at Packers family.
No, but hey, honestly though, the Bears, there's a lot of hype for the Bears. If I was in Chicago, I would have definitely gone to family night.
Chicago.
Anyway, 12 teams. San Francisco start 9, 4 point per QB touchdown.
Wait, I'm not ready.
No PPR, no tight end premium. Bryce Young or Pickett in a 24 first.
Oh
Bryce
fuck!
Young.
It's my turn.
I kind of just want that extra first though.
But it's not an extra first because
there are no good players left. This draft is a scam.
You may not in a super flex be able to replace Bryce Young with that talent with that 24 first. And Pickett is someone that I don't like to start in 12 team super.
I don't think you need to in a 4-point touchdown league. I feel like you can get by with Pickett. I think you'll see enough improvement that the points lost isn't there. Give me that mid first.
Yeah,
and I can turn that into something better.
That's what I would suggest to Spock is ask for a little bit more if you can in return for Bryce Young, and then also live long and prosper.
Because what is Bryce Young at this point if not slightly early to mid first?
Doesn't he seem so cool though? Like
Bryce
really
Young
seems like a kid. Yeah, Bryce Young. He just seems so cool and
don't call him a kid after you say that.
Kevin,
he's a man.
It's funny that Pickens makes a crazy catch and people point out he still can't separate. He makes plays. He makes plays harder. He makes plays harder because he can't separate.
The best players are the ones who can separate and make crazy catches.
I
like Laporta pick.
Those are the best.
The reason DeAndre Hopkins is staying in the league is because he can make those crazy plays now that he's gotten older and he's lost a little bit of a step. How old is he now? 23?
Yeah.
And he can't separate at 23? While he's a young guy in the league? He's got to be able to separate. I'm not trying to hate on you, Gavin. but we got to be real here.
Why do we
Let
say?
the record show that on August 8th, 2023, Patrick was a hater.
True.
And you know what?
True.
I'm just going to let the record show that I just shook it off.
Let the record
Oh,
show.
do we have to do a karaoke number to shake it off?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, no, I'm going to sing with the megaphone.
No,
Bears, if you didn't rock with
here we
us at
go.
3 and 14,
Look what you did.
don't try and rock with us when we're 5 and 12.
Very funny,
Wow.
Gavin. We got too many Packers fans out here. Is Gavin a Packers fan?
I don't think so.
What are you a fan of?
I'm the Bears. The Bears.
Oh,
Windy City.
well, at least you won a Super Bowl 10 years before I was born.
Also 2 years after I was born, so that just shows how old I am.
Ryan Pros, I love that Tyler Algier pick. I feel like he's
So
fallen way
no
farther
one
than he should have.
remembers
He is.
the last Bears Super Bowl is what we're saying. Yeah.
I've watched
You'll-
highlights of the old video footage.
They
Josh,
had a great defense, I hear.
can you tell me about how it felt when the football hit the crossbar the
Oh,
I was
first
gonna pull up the
time,
double doink.
and then when it hit the second time?
Yo. Hey,
Boy.
honest question or honest like story, right? So I was watching.
Woo, 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 woo.
I was watching with my son,
Good
and
call.
I was like, "We're gonna win. We're going to win." And he's like probably like 1.5, 2 years old at this point, and I was so pumped. And then I was like, "Yeah!" And then he saw me, like he was cheering with me, and then he saw my jaw drop, and I was just in like utter shock and disbelief. And he actually got a little bit like, "What's happening?" Like he was just so happy a moment ago, and now he's just like totally
Bro got
devastated.
to
calls
experience
your
being a
child
Bears
some
fan at
trauma.
1-year-old.
Yeah,
Come
so
on,
I had
man.
to like
Do
pick him
not
up and be
actually
like, "Oh,
take
it's okay."
Justin Ross in redraft,
No.
please.
Yeah, so I had to like comfort and be like, "Oh, it's okay." Like it's just
I'm not
dad's
mad
too
at you.
far.
I'm just mad at the
Yeah.
world.
I had a similar feeling with it was Packers Vikings 2 years ago. Date was November 21st. Packers had a pick
You
six
remember
called
the
back.
day?
It was 2 days after my daughter was born.
Okay. Fair.
Packers had a pick six get called back as we were watching, and I almost threw my daughter up in the air. While
Stop.
I'm sitting there watching, go
Like in
and
anger?
then- no, just like as it happened, and then I got called back.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I wasn't even mad.
Thank you.
I was just
Child
I was
Protective
just-
Services
That-
will be here to investigate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's better than drafting and driving like I did. Or worse, or more acceptable.
Wait
to
a
be arrested
minute.
Say that you threw her up in the air?
Hold on, he's making
That's
his pick.
gone. That's like, don't talk.
That sounds so good.
It was like 2 inches. It was like up, and like we caught it like right
Oh,
there.
Now he's pulling back. Now he's
Yeah, now he's pulling
it's
it.
like,
Now he's taking it
yeah, it was only
back.
2 inches.
Grandma was like standing over my shoulder.
Oh, that
watching the
makes
game.
it so much better. She was watching
Conspiracy
it.
now.
Conspiracy.
boom.
How many crimes have we talked about on this show? It feels like there's been a lot
Enough.
of crimes.
I like
Guys,
Kyler there, Josh.
Guys,
Tyler's
redraft.
not going to play this year.
Ask Tyler.
Yes, he is.
As
Yes,
he
he
will
is.
definitely play.
Yes,
As
he
soon
is.
as soon as I make my next pick, I've got a trade to read for you guys that
Oh, wait,
just
it's
went down
not
in a
yet.
home league.
No fight.
If Josh should just make his next pick,
Come on, Josh. You knew
Josh.
Kyler.
Hey, leave me alone. What do you
Josh.
think?
This is why I don't do any more redraft. Redraft is so strange.
I've enjoyed this draft. I
You
like
don't
my
do
team.
No, I
that.
didn't
You
do
don't.
Besides Josh.
But the
taking
megaphone
Joe
has
Burrow.
been the star for sure, not the drafting.
Ryan, I don't want Joe Burrow anymore. I'm like seeing all these quarterbacks go so late. I'm just like, man.
You know
I
what,
wish I
Josh?
had-
Just for you, we'll take back the whole draft, and from that
Please,
point, you can undo the
let's
pick,
start
and then
from
we'll
the
start
410.
over.
Yes, let's redo it. Let's run it back.
I like my team. I'm happy. I don't want to run anything back.
When I look at my team, I'm cool with it, but then I do look at some certain like picks. I'm like, maybe.
I
it
just
could go a
want to
little better.
undo the whole thing.
Yeah,
all right,
but this is what mock drafts are for. This is what they're for.
this trade has been building in this league for about a week. Still, rookie draft happens this Sunday. The 102 and 108 for the 104 and 105.
102 and 108 for the one.
That's been building up for a week.
Yep,
In a superflex.
Superflex.
assuming?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's stopped all the trade negotiations because they're like, Well, I might be sending the 108, so I don't want to trade it to you first.
Yeah.
It's a fair trade, actually.
I think it's really fair, but
Right.
I'm just frustrated.
I was putting like names to the players like that.
Same.
I was doing like
it's also 10 teams, so like that 102 could easily just end up being Gibbs or something.
I like the 104 and 105 better in a 10 team.
I think I do too, because I feel like you're stuck at 102 taking a quarterback.
Yeah,
and 104, 105, you're getting at least
you get a quarterback,
Gibbs or JSN, one of those two for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And you get one of those.
And a quarterback.
If you want a quarterback, you can get that if you need a quarterback. I like that.
I'm very high on JSN. I feel like that's going to be a really nice pick this year.
Yeah,
Superflex.
I'm with you, man. I don't know who to take here.
Quentin Johnson.
Who cares?
He's not available.
Trade cut for 23. Waller, go Derek Kittle. That's your order.
Sure,
I think that's mine too.
No, I'm trading Kittle. Name value. People love George Kittle.
I mean, they love him as a person. I don't know about fantasy.
Too many wide receivers.
They love him as a fantasy player. People are too lazy to make the distinction.
That's the blocking premium leagues.
I remember when he used to be your tight end
one of the best.
That was a long time ago.
That was I think our very first show that we did together. We talked about.
Oh, that was when you were filling in for CJ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where did CJ ever go? No one ever found him again.
Didn't he?
He's just gone?
Did he do some weightlifting thing or wrestling thing or something?
Did he get canceled or something?
No.
I don't know.
Wait, no.
A lot of varying
That's what I just assume for when people
Fake
just
news,
disappear after a while.
Fake news.
First, he just disappeared. Then he did some weightlifting wrestling thing, and then he got canceled.
We'll do a little investigation. I'll look into it and get back to you.
That's important. Yeah, we got to know.
He was pretty good.
The show got canceled, but
the show got canceled. He was pretty good.
Kareem Hunt.
Nice.
Why
That's
not?
also my order.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the way that you built your team. You got a
you.
lot of upside running backs, like later on. But man, if they don't hit, you're gonna be hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
No, CJ was great.
CJ Stroud?
No.
He was great in college. But he had a lot of receiver help.
And he had a lot of O-line help that gave him.
All right, let's talk about some important takeaways. So Patrick had strategies before the draft that no one else filled out that section. Patrick, how do you feel about your strategies compared to what actually happened?
Let me pull up that document.
Hold on.
What did I say? Like,
what did I say ahead of time?
Yeah, what did you say?
And what did I do?
I'm just looking at Patrick's draft real fast, and I kind of like what you did. I like the value in Trevor Lawrence. I mean, like 7'10", I think he has the possibility of ascending to the elite quarterback level, really have the actual breakout season. I think he kind of broke out last year, but I like your starting wide receivers, and then you came back right after those top three receivers with three relatively strong running backs. So I like what you put together. I don't know if this was part of your strategy, but
on his strategy, he said must draft Darren Waller. That's it.
Not
That's
Cam
exactly
Akers.
what it was. The first one I had was to stay away from any hard and fast rules. I don't know what this draft is gonna have, so I'm not gonna decide what I'm gonna do ahead of time. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go running back, wide receiver, running back, wide receiver.
And you didn't do that at all. You took,
I think, one of the
wide
things
receivers, and you locked yourself into that a little bit, but it worked out.
So you didn't follow your own strategy.
I followed my strategy.
No, he did do that.
I was taking what the board was giving me.
He was being erratic. Is what
the other one was making sure that I understand where my team's strengths and weaknesses were as we got farther along in the draft.
So definitely tight end.
So tight end was a struggle.
Josh just wants you to know.
No, I think your tight ends look good.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I pulled it around at the end.
Right, guys.
I like that last pick to shore up the position.
Yeah.
And then I like this reminder that trades are much harder to complete in a redraft, especially coming out of a dynasty mindset.
Mm.
You have less picks and things to trade away and to use for value and leverage in those deals. So making sure that your team, as you walk away from the draft, is at a good enough place to compete with just how it is and waiver wire ads.
Also,
I see teams that. Can I say one more thing and then I'll.
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I was just gonna. Yeah.
The issue I see with a lot of teams that go full 0 RB, and I had to make sure to avoid that in this draft was, all right, I didn't take a running back the first 3 rounds. Well, now I need to make sure I have at least 3 that are serviceable in case we magically have a year with no injuries.
That doesn't happen.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, this team can put out can fill my starting lineup, and I feel like I'm safe.
I like the Gibson value, Patrick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, to your point though, Patrick, in Dynasty, there's teams that are, trying to win it all now, and then there are going to be teams that are like, okay, I got to rebuild or I got to push it to the future a little bit. In redraft leagues, everyone's trying to win right now, so it makes it, to your point, even a little bit harder to get trades done in redraft because
you have to be on someone. You have to be on someone exactly. before the hype picks up. So and if you're not, you're overpaying for them.
Yeah.
What about everyone else? What about you? Where were your redraft strategy takes? I want to get to the stuff that other people put on the sheet.
I put mine on the sheet.
Oh, really? What was it?
We just did it right now.
It was get the Cincinnati stack.
I didn't see that one.
Get the Cincinnati stack.
He just wrote down. He's like, draft 2 wide receivers, then 2 running backs, and then we're good.
But don't draft the quarterback that stacks with the 2 wide receivers.
Draft one player with your last pick.
Oh, well.
Marshawn Lynch. I didn't even notice that.
Marshawn Lynch. Where did he say that?
His last pick was Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
He's gonna tutor Walker how to be a good Seattle back.
That's right.
If anyone knows.
It's like
is that the
Alexander?
Is that the how to be injured list?
Boo.
That was bad, and I feel bad.
You needed the megaphone for that one.
All right, now we're gonna get to. Is there anything else to say about this draft?
I thought I was gonna have the best team, and it's fine.
I'm very happy.
Yeah. Are you?
Let's see who I'd like.
Yeah, the team always looks better when you pick Travis Kelce in redraft. I've learned this lesson.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted him so bad in SFB.
Are you nervous about your wide receivers at all?
No, I don't get nervous.
Okay. I can tell.
It's not even a real league.
Yeah, it's not real.
I'm just looking. I'm looking at your wide receivers.
It's real now.
Like, Debo's good.
If you're getting nervous about mock
draft,
Dotson, it's not good.
I'm very happy. I'm doing very well. I feel like a winner.
Okay, good.
Yo, Chubb.
I feel like a winner, baby.
It's Chubb season.
Oh,
Chubb season. Yeah,
it is.
100%. Does this guy work for Keep Trade Cut?
I feel like he just keeps logging out.
He's like logging it in as he asks.
Wilson is the best.
Yeah.
This is an interesting order he has.
Yeah.
I go Wilson, Smith, Olave, but Smith and Olave are close.
I think they're all relatively close. I'll go Wilson, Olave, Smith.
All right.
I'll also go Wilson.
I have more things. First, I gotta prepare. For it. Because this is gonna come in hot. If you're here, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell. Otherwise, I will have to do this ad read every time we do the show. We wouldn't want that. So I want to see 1,900 subscribers by the end of the evening. We need 17 more to get there. Please like, comment, subscribe,
guys, I'll be back.
Hit the notifications bell. Thank you.
I'm gonna go make some bot accounts, some spam accounts, and so we don't have to deal with this
Please,
anymore.
Ryan, please.
All right, what else? Oh,
More.
Sorry,
Okay,
more.
I was like, he's actually gone.
Patience, people. Thank you. Make sure to sign up for the Patreon. The Patreon is very important. It's how you ask questions to the Ask Tyler shows. And also you get rankings, redraft, dynasty, and start sit rankings every week. And I swear this is not an ad read. I'm just ad-libbing this on the fly. There's not a robot behind me forcing me to say any of this, and it's not written by ChatGPT, I promise. But yeah, that's
it freaking is, isn't it?
The Patreon. And yeah, that's it. End of promotion.
It's definitely written by ChatGPT.
Fake news.
That's the second time you said fake news to me.
All right.
It's not written by ChatGPT because ChatGPT wouldn't say fake news.
This question I want to hear from someone who we haven't heard from a lot today. What are everyone's favorite draft snacks? And I want to start with Caleb.
Yeah, please don't start with me.
Oh, draft snack. I don't know. I'm like a wings type of guy, so it's like more of like a meal, I guess.
Okay.
Drums or flats?
That's a real question.
Oh my God! Wait, that reminds me of the steel drum question on the Patreon show. Apparently, can you imagine if I had steel drums in my apartment in Manhattan? I used to play steel drums in high school, and I was thinking of ordering some and having them delivered to my apartment in Manhattan.
Please don't do that.
And then I was going to get an amplifier.
Don't do it.
I can just imagine you like on the steel drums and your megaphone simultaneously.
Yeah, I would put the megaphone like this, and then
That's terrible.
And then woo! It would be so much fun.
My favorite
wings as a draft day snack. It's tough though. I mean, just
they're so messy, right? I mean,
that's what I'm thinking.
The draft cake are a little, barbecue on the side,
What about a good?
Messy though, right?
What about a good
That's why I got
artichoke dip?
Ooh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I like
You're hosting everyone or some barbecue meatballs.
That's also
Give me those
messy.
Give me those crock-pot meatballs.
You eat those? You don't hand barbecue meatballs. You're not putting them there. You're not handing them.
You mean the party pack meatballs at like Aldi's?
I don't use silverware.
You take a frozen bag of meatballs, throw in a cup of grape jelly, a cup of barbecue sauce, and let it sit for 2 hours.
This is the person who doesn't know what diesel fuel is. I'm taking us back like 200 years. Diesel fuel, I wasn't sure. These utensils, I don't know what they are. I'm not sure.
If you need to use chopsticks, you can just stab them.
I don't know how to use those either.
Hey, why are you bringing up chopsticks? Is this because I'm on today?
Utensils.
Exactly.
We're talking about utensils.
You figured it out, Josh.
I already felt.
I don't know how to use chopsticks.
Okay, you don't have to try so hard. All right. I know you like Korean food too. All right. It's all good, man.
No,
I was gonna make that comment earlier about food, but I think it was backstage.
All of my food
Korean fried chicken, though.
Dumping it into my mouth.
Dude, Korean fried chicken. You gotta try some if you haven't had it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so good.
Huh.
So my draft snack,
I literally
guys.
live like
I want to know,
blocks.
I want to get this out, man.
Tell us your draft.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
It's not even good. It's not even good now.
I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
Every draft I get a pizza, but
what do you put on that pizza?
But just cheese pizza. I only rock 2 types of pizzas. I'm from New Haven County, so we do. When you order a plain pizza, you get just sauce, not cheese, just sauce, and then they'll put some grated cheese on it. You get a moots, that's when you get the cheese. Those are the 2 types of pizza I get.
Interesting.
Screenshot of everyone's face, like after you say.
Wait, what's the other one called?
We'll get the sauce pie.
Moots, like mozzarella. We call it mozzarella.
I thought you were talking about a pizza topped with mousse.
Moots. A mozzarella.
So wait, what's the rest of the story?
Then I always take down a pint of ice cream. Always.
Ooh,
pizza and ice cream.
Now wait a minute.
What kind of ice cream?
Story about pizza. One time, I may have taken some interesting substances, so I decided.
Wait, we don't approve of interesting substances.
Yeah. No gambling.
Woo.
Move over.
This was a long time ago.
Okay.
Wait, Tyler. Wait, you're in New York. They have the best pizza. They have Sbarro, right?
Nice.
I gotta go.
Slice.
That was pretty good.
Honestly. Pizza violation. But no, I decided it would be a good idea. I took a bowl of vanilla frosting and I put it on a pizza topped with artichokes and chicken.
Oh my God.
And then I ate it.
Someone stop this, man.
It was so.
I need a megaphone.
It was so good at the time, but in retrospect, it sounds.
There are not enough substances to make that good.
No, you'd be surprised. Like the combination of the meatiness and the saltiness and the sweetness of the frosting at the time, it tasted like the best thing I'd ever eaten.
Wait, I'm still
Sapporo's not that bad.
This New Haven pizza, like where it's just literally the crust and some sprinkled cheese.
It's sauce. You got sauce on it.
Oh, okay.
So here's the deal with New Haven pizza.
Yeah.
It's different than a lot of pizza around here. If you look at any of like the top nationalists, go to Dave Portnoy. He has declared that New Haven is the pizza capital of the world.
But the U.S. voted, and Chicago was the pizza capital of the world.
But that's just because people don't know about New Haven. That's just people just know about Chicago style. They have Pizzeria Uno, and
I never heard of it.
Chicago style pizza is terrible.
I'm gonna side with Ryan on this. I'm not sure.
I want to try it. I want to try it.
Yeah.
Look at any list. Go Google it right now. Find the best pizzas in America.
New Haven in California?
Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
You are going to see Sally's, Modern, Pepe's. They're all going to be at the very top of the list. You'll see Zapardi's hop on that list. It is the mecca of. Go look at any Dave Portnoy video. He will say.
I've watched
and I will send it to you.
Reviews.
The mecca of pizza is New Haven.
Wait, so when you say mozzarella,
they're entertaining.
It's not like cheese pizza. It's like the little actual mozzarella kind of like.
No, so here's the thing about New Haven is it's different than like New Jersey. I can't find good pizza like I find in New Haven. They do not use good ingredients like they do in New Haven. If you go to the New Haven pizza places, you can go to the docks right outside of New Haven, the ports. They get the fresh block of cheese. It's legit real cheese. It's not out of a bag. It's not trash. They slow cook their sauce for 48 hours. You get real good tomatoes. You're getting San Marzano delicious tomatoes. So your tomato sauce can stand on its own. It's so good. That's why a plain is the sauce, because the sauce is that good.
I'm just going to get the 99-cent pizza.
Sounds like a step behind.
Wait, but what? Can you put meats on it? Can you put
meat
on
it? They do put meats on it. They do put meats on it.
Yeah,
but,
why wouldn't you put meat on the pizza?
The natural way it sounds like is just like you're eating it for the crust has got to be amazing.
The crust is phenomenal. So that's the whole thing.
Is the crust ever stuffed with anything?
No, they don't stuff the crust.
Come on,
Tyler. Calzone,
Come on,
man.
Relax.
Someone Google New Haven pizza and pull it up on the screen for our viewers.
I know more about diesel fuel than I do about food.
All right, so here's another thing.
He doesn't even use utensils.
I was the Portnoy.
Delay the eating process.
I want to hear more about this pizza.
I was the Portnoy before Portnoy with the one bite shit. I should have capitalized on this. So I have a stack ranking of every pizza that I've ever had. And New Haven is 1, 2, 3. Sally's, Modern, Pepe's 1, 2, 3. All New Haven.
Are you biased? Am I allowed to ask this?
Could be, but
why didn't you make a video series about it?
So I should make a video series on it because I'm very passionate about my pizza.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, and honestly, dude, you have a really good voice for.
Oh yeah, your voice is.
You got a voice for reporting, man.
It's much better.
You're not that ugly either.
I could hear it. I could just hear you being like mozzarella, and all
that. That was shade. Wow.
Yo, you guys
I was joking. It was a compliment. It was compliment.
I took everything as compliments.
Yeah, Korean pizza. You need to try some Korean pizza.
I once told someone to their face that their face looked like it was run over by a truck. So I'm pretty mean.
That is so mean.
So now we need to take a little bit of a pilgrimage between the people on here.
Mean to one of my female friends. So I was like, "You're not gonna."
I want to try at some point New Haven pizza now. I'm sure they have branches, right? Like in other parts of the U.S.
So it's not in other parts of the U.S. and it's very controversial because they just started opening other locations outside of New Haven for the big three. Sally's, Modern, and Pepe's is the big three.
New Jersey actually has some like old school pizza too. Like the oldest pizza joint, one of the natural margarita pizzas. I forgot what the restaurant was called, but I remember going there in New Jersey.
Raza's is a very good pizza place in Jersey City. Raza's is a good one. My favorite in New Jersey, if you're a Jersey person watching, is De Lorenzo's Tomato Pies in Robbinsville. The sauce on that is just immaculate.
If they're calling it a tomato pie, you know it's going to be a
dude, but that's the thing, though. I love that, and I would try that as a culture thing, but, throw some meat on these boys, man.
It's so good. the crust, the cheese, the sauce is so good and perfect together. You don't need to add the meat. That you can have it, but I always, when I test the pizza, one of the first things I'll do, it's either a cheese or a plain. I always do that. Most places don't do the plain though. So
the pizza.
Here we go.
Test it?
When my first time I'm eating here, I'm going to pull up.
Dude, it's one bite. You take one bite and you just say, I feel like there were horses trotting in the countryside where this pizza was made.
And I'm the one.
Josh, that was the whitest shit you've ever said.
That sounds like you're the one with the substances.
And you don't actually you don't ingest
horses
it.
Trotting while you're eating pizza.
You
that
chew
is
it and then you spit it out. That's the only way to really test it.
What? You do?
It's like a wine test. It's like wine.
Spitters or quitters.
Spit wine out? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that what is it called? Those people
wine taste.
People. You to taste something, you spit it out?
Yeah, sommelier, like professional sommelier. Like
you don't want to get drunk. What are you, crazy?
Yeah. Can you zoom in on me real quick? Can you highlight one person? I want to show a pizza from this area just to kind of give you some context. There we go. Hold on. Hold on.
Little Caesars, right? Little Caesars.
There we go. See, there it is. There it is. That is a plain pie. That is a plain pie right there.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's got grated cheese on it, but it's mostly tomato sauce.
I put that in my mouth.
Okay, is it expensive? That's what I gotta know. Like, it sounds like a really clever way to like charge you for like what a meat pizza would cost.
No, they're like $9, man. They're like $9. They're cheap. They don't hit you. These are all blue collar shops. They don't hit you. They're not. You're not fancy shops.
So one day I will taste New Haven pizza. That
like I'm always that I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Draft pick selection gauntlets.
What? Is that how?
Oh, is this order? To gain your draft order? Like what gauntlet tests you have to do to get your draft order?
Oh my god!
What?
Like
a relay race, kind of?
Yeah, relay race, triathlon.
You know what? We're gonna have a competition. Whoever can be the loudest.
No.
What if you did
I'm gonna win that one.
I think you could do like a hot ones challenge. That'd be a pretty cool one. Where you're like
hot ones?
Like you have to eat each level of chicken wings hotter. Before you make each pick.
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand American Spice sometimes though. Like the level of heat that's like so high where your mouth goes numb. Like Korean Spice, it's like it enhances flavor. It doesn't numb you.
It doesn't numb you, yeah.
You know?
We're Americans like it's
spicy. We like pain.
All right. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like
people
that?
like pain? Oh well, then
why are you looking at me like that while you say that?
I'm not looking at anyone. How do you know what I'm looking at?
He's looking at the camera.
I'm start phone sex operation.
Hey, you don't know about the mean streets of Chicago? Windy City represent.
You're the one that's saying you don't understand Americans, all right?
Hey man, I don't know, man. We gotta talk, Josh. We share the same name.
Josh?
Right? Yeah.
Love y'all. I gotta go do dad duty, so I gotta hop for a little bit.
Ryan,
but,
stay sexy.
yes, sir.
Stay sexy.
Tell your baby that the megaphone approves.
He's really just going to pick up a pizza real quick.
You
Megaphone
probably won't.
approved.
He's like,
and when anybody visits the tri-state, we're doing a pilgrimage.
I'm in the tri-state.
I know. We gotta get a couple people. Let's get 4 people. Take a car ride up, and we'll go to
New Jersey and New York are not far from me.
Car ride is diesel fuel.
Where are you?
I'm in DC right now.
Oh, dude,
I was in
come
New
up.
Jersey
We're making a trip. We're making a trip.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's make it happen.
Sounds good.
Book it. All right, gents. Have a good night.
All right. Does anyone else have anything useful to say, or are we good? Because I think I'm done with useful information.
I want to know Ryan's favorite draft day snack still.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Pros.
Oh my god, it's got to be a pizza, man. It's not even a snack, but
it's not for half an hour.
Okay. You want my real snack?
But what kind of pizza?
Honey barbecue cheese curls.
The Fritos?
No, not the Fritos, just cheese curls.
Yo, isn't that that's like hood stuff, isn't it? Isn't that like Rap Snacks? Have you had some?
No, I live in the middle of nowhere. It comes in the bag.
Hey, you ever had Rap Snacks? It's like
you gotta send a picture to the chat later.
Yo, it's Lil Romeo. Like he's like selling snacks called like.
There are so many bad out of context bites on this show. If you like clip 10 seconds, so many bad ones.
I mean,
almost all of us are
you're from Baltimore, man.
That one was a whopper.
Baltimore.
Baltimore is like that's the hood.
I'm from Baltimore right now. You know?
I went to college in Baltimore. It was so great that I never wanted to go back.
It is great here. You know it.
Which part?
Not like the Baltimore part.
So it's all bad except for
the part that's not Baltimore.
The part that's not actually there is the good part.
No, actually, though, they have a really good aquarium, the National Aquariums in Baltimore.
There's a lot of really cool historical stuff there too. Yeah. We got the main fort out there.
Is Ryan looking up a picture of his honey curls right now?
Yeah, I sent it in the chat.
You should have put it on the show sheet.
Talk about
that's interesting though.
I've never pulled up. You can pull it up in the shared screen window that you have for Sleeper, and I can pull that up.
Try them.
Yeah, pull it up.
You got to use the same tab that the Sleeper link is.
You guys got to get this the spinach artichoke dip. You brought it like Patrick. You brought up spinach, but there's one that they sell at Costco. I mean, you're old when you're.
I make my own.
It's like they got the
That's about what I expected.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is okay. That's exactly what we thought it was.
Yeah. Hey, that bee is angry.
Thank you to the 6 people who are still watching. I really
somehow
those 6 people have been here for like
sticking
an hour
with
and a
us
half.
through all of this garbage.
They're asleep. They fell asleep.
Yeah, they probably fell asleep. Oh well, I'll wake them up. Don't worry.
No, don't wake them up, man.
Wake up! Wakey!
You know, I'm gonna record that because that would definitely wake me up every morning. Just Tyler.
Oh no! What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a 2-minute video of this as part of an alarm.
And you can't call it fantasy.
Wake up, folks!
The name's taken already.
Your fantasy football advice is here today, but first, your daily siren, which is a noun, not a verb. I had a friend who thought siren was a verb.
Dude, Ryan is definitely ordering some honey girls right now.
Yeah. What about it?
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think he's actually ordering
that alarm is siren.
All right. Well, did we learn anything today? What did we learn? I want everyone to tell me one thing that we learned, and then we'll end the show.
I'm still about late round quarterback. Josh has mentioned it quite a few times on the show, and just whatever quarterback I could have gotten there, it just felt better. I think it would have been a better team build just waiting. And there's still lots of good quarterbacks in the double-digit rounds, you know? So I didn't learn that, but I think it reaffirmed that for this year a little bit for me.
We'll take it.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
Beautiful.
I learned to reach for your guys because your friends will snipe them.
What are you gonna take Burrow in the 3rd, bro?
I will. I would have took him. I should have took him at QB1.
There were definitely a few times I tried to play the ADP game and it didn't work out.
Yeah. So take your guys. If
I was reminded,
really want them, take them.
Not to tell your friends who you like, and don't draft people that listen to the show because they're gonna snipe you any chance they get.
Oh my God, yes. That's why I don't like. That's why I'm not playing in my Patreon redraft league.
Let's add one to that. Lie to your friends about who you like.
Oh, I love doing that.
Yeah.
No, just be like the people that I like don't want to draft. I'm still in on Michael Thomas.
No, so while the player, it's always my theory in Dynasty. While the player's on my team, they're my favorite player. But once they're on someone else's team, then I don't like them anymore.
Yeah.
If anyone from my home league's listening, Patrick Mahomes is a great value round 1.
Yeah, I really think that I really want people to trade for Jeremy Ruckert and Matt Corral, and also
I'll
Zach
do it.
Charbonnet.
Just cause I'm bored.
Just to get them to stop like setting off the alarm.
Okay, literally, I have sent 300 offers since Patrick mistakenly invited me to this league.
Wait, something got completed, Tyler.
It was completed.
I think Ryan just accepted your trade for Matt Corral.
Oh, now I can make another waiver claim. That's better than
Tyler by himself. If you ever want to commission a league and you are so blessed to have Tyler, the fantasy football creator, in that league, your phone will blow up with notifications. More so just for that one league for Tyler's activity.
Well, I also send a lot
your
of
other
messages.
5 dynasty leagues combined.
I send a lot of messages trying to shame people into taking offers.
So I had an interesting league that I put on each year called the Twitter Redraft Royalty League, and it has some guys from Twitter on it. We're talking about this stacking within my league. There were actually 3 stacks that took place in the first and second round. So Stefon Diggs and Josh Allen from the 1.09 spot, Diggs at 109, and then Allen at 204, and then Travis Kelce at 103 and Mahomes at 210. And then Jamar Chase at 102 and Burrow at 211. So it's interesting. Like it's like a fun thing to do, I think, and it can help. But for me personally, I'm just not reaching for stacks.
I never reach for stacks.
Yeah, but those weren't bad values. Mahomes, Allen, maybe Burrow a little bit of a reach because Hurts I think is definitely better. Lamar Jackson has more upside. But yeah,
I would have taken Lamar Jackson over Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I think Lamar I like a lot more for redraft. I mean, I love him in Dynasty as well, but
in terms of upside,
yeah,
because of that rushing.
Let's see what happens though this year, man. I'm really excited to see this offense. I know everyone's beating the dead horse about the Monken offense and everything, but let's see it, man. They have all the tools, right?
I'm so excited to have another 2024 fourth.
You're welcome.
Well, no, now the problem is, now that I've opened up another roster spot, I can add another player, then send 10 more offers.
Tyler, you need to start sending like that player with the 4th for a 3rd.
No, I've been doing that. The problem is that sometimes I like to spam that, but then I've already tried that with everybody, with every player. So now I'm moving on to a different option.
I feel like Sleeper really needs to help those of us that make trade offers like that and do what's called a shotgun trade, where you say, this is the player I'm offering, this is what I want in return, and anyone that meets that criteria, they can send that off. It will automatically send them that offer.
Oh, I love that.
Anyone with a 2024 4th, they get that offer.
Yeah. Wait, can I just real quick? What's everyone's team before we go? Like for the season? Because Caleb, I just met. Who's your
Bengals?
Squad? Oh, skip Bengals.
I did not even know that.
Bandwagoner. Okay.
I grew up in Ohio. It's been brutal. Carson Palmer getting wrecked.
I feel bad for you living in Ohio.
Childhood, yeah.
There were some good teams. So they had some good squads, you know.
Your childhood, like
TJ Hushmanzada, you know.
Corey Dillon days.
Yeah.
I'm glad you.
Kyle Eifert.
Too bad you had to deal with my Ravens.
Your high school graduation last year.
Hey, Ryan.
Go Birds, man.
Oh, yeah, duh.
You know, if I ever retire from doing fantasy football content, I'm just going to roast people as content. Because it's like, that's like my favorite thing to do in life. Like, it's off the show more so than on the show. I'm nice on the show compared to how I am in real life.
Well, there's that one Twitter handle that tries to do that, and they fail epically.
Which one? Oh, Fantasy Receipts?
Yeah.
Wow, they're not a roaster.
Yeah, they
don't know how to roast,
right? A little bit.
I roast on Twitter more than I used to.
Yeah, it depends on what vibe you're feeling at the time, I'm guessing.
Caleb, if you think about it, that means you look young. You have youthful energy.
You know, I'm 26, but I got a baby face, so I look like I'm 21, so I'll take it. Maybe even younger.
I did not believe you when you told me you were 26 the first time.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah, you look like you could be in class with HUD.
I'll buy it.
No, like you look so young, really.
You know, I should have used that one.
Someone on my YouTube comments last week commented and said, "Hey, kid, you need to stop like acting like a kid." And I was just like, "I'm probably the same age as you," but I just played it off like, "Yeah, hey, subscribe to my channel, I'm young, I'm growing."
Dude, yo,
you have such good energy on your channel, by the way. If you have not noticed, I stole your intro method for the Tyler shows.
Well, it's working. The Tyler show's
I know.
Off, so
I know.
Wait, what is this? You just like the way that you say like.
Well,
hey,
I don't edit it like you do. You do a lot more work. I do the lazy version of your intro style.
it's just real quick to the point. You gotta have like a catchphrase, you know.
It's not the catchphrase. It's the like energy shot at the beginning.
Yes.
It's like the high energy
like,
intro shot.
hey, welcome, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In a long stream, it doesn't matter because people know this is an hour, 45 minutes, and they know what they're in for. Like they know it's going to be long, but like on a short video, you can listen in the first 10 seconds, and then it doesn't matter what you have to say. Yeah. On a show like this, it makes no difference. Like podcasts have intros, it's fine. But it's a good tip for anyone looking to do creativity. I learned from Caleb, and also a lot of other things, including some SEO advice and what else.
Well, I've learned a lot from you, so you know.
You did.
We'll take it. Win-win.
No, I actually want to know, what did you learn from me? I'm actually very curious.
No, just how to build a following. I think that's key in this industry.
You mean?
Really done it. Yeah. Well, Twitter and even YouTube. You got a big.
Well, I don't know anything about that, so I don't know what you learned from me on YouTube. I would not take my advice for building a following on YouTube. I'm not great at it. Twitter, I'm pretty good.
Hey, well, you recruited a team. Like the fact that we have two Joshes here, you know, Ryan shows up every week. That's a miracle.
That was the best thing I've heard you say the entire. Like he's got a great point. Like two Joshes. One of their shows, two Joshes.
Building a team on YouTube, as funny as we try to be during the show and whatever. I've made an effort to try to, hear from everyone on the show. That's why. Joking aside, it is why I tell people to put stuff on the show sheet in advance. Most of it was from Hutch, who's not here, so we didn't get to it. But I did force in Patrick's segment about his redraft strategy that he put on there. So if you but this is what I'm trying to say. Like if stuff is put on the show sheet, then we get to it. Because I put a lot of stuff on there. I don't care if we get to my stuff. The whole show is about me. It's called Tyler's Show. We'll get to me no matter what. But I always, the reason it's important to, if you're, want to do well on shows, it's important to prepare for those shows.
Yes.
The Patreon show, that's scripted. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that the Patreon Ask Tyler, that's scripted. The whole thing is scripted. I try to make it look natural, but it's scripted. I have it all written out. Basically, not word for word, but pretty close. But I try to make it look as natural as I can, but it's scripted because I figured it was better. I tried to be like natural and off the cuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's being prepared is so like important. And I learned that over the last couple of months. Got to have like an outline and stuff and not just kind of say the first thing that comes into your head. So it's a good tip for creators, especially if you're making shorter videos. You really need to have that full 9 minutes, like drilled down and have everything outlined. And if you don't like it, just do a second take. Better to do a second take than
just 9 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like it, just do a second take. And sometimes when I do shorts, it's like split up into like little 5-6 minute segments, 5-6 second segments. Sometimes I do that 5 or 6 second segment like 10 times until I get the one that I like. Because it's easy. It's only 5 or 6 seconds. You can just do it over and over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to.
The context, right? I mean, depending on what the need is for what platform and stuff, everything changes depending on that. So.
Yeah, but the one thing that helps you succeed on any platform is preparing. Preparing is very important. Because I've definitely learned. I've tried to take this show out of the all improv nature. Yes, sometimes pizza comes up and we talk about pizza for 15 minutes, which is fine. But when the whole show was improv, I felt like that wasn't working so well. So I've tried to deliver a more coherent product for the people with megaphone. Don't forget, with megaphone.
You legitimately did not know that you were up. I think like half of the draft.
That's what I want the people to believe, Jeff. That's what I want the people to believe. You'll never know if I knew whether I was up or not.
There was like 4 legitimate ones.
Yeah,
there's a couple.
Well, they could have all been legitimate or none or some. We'll never know.
Definitely.
We'll never know. I did the mock draft the last time we handled it, and I actually had no idea what was going on. Like, I couldn't follow managing the mock draft. This time Ryan had it open on his computer. I couldn't follow managing the chat, talking, and doing the mock draft all at once because I literally had no clue what was going on. Like, people were talking, and I couldn't hear them, which was bad. So we fixed that this time. This went a lot smoother. Traded 106 and Metcalf for 102. Should I trade 102 and 107 for Bijan? That's interesting.
Yes.
So would you rather give
one quarterback?
Yeah, and one quarterback, 107 is not worth much. So I'll take Bijan. Bijan is a sure thing, and Gibbs, while I like him, is not. Injury aside, of course, anyone can get hurt. Don't worry, Josh. We're not going to be still going at 9:30. Olave in the 9.
Olave.
Yeah, Olave easily.
Olave is worth so much more than Rashad.
Yes.
With that being said, who would you target at 111 and 202? So it's hard to say in that kind of keeper. It sounding like we're going to have some sort of number of keepers.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Well,
we don't have enough information there.
Yeah. Give me a list of players you think might be available there, and then I'll pick who I like the most from that list. Yeah. But in a keeper league, I just have no clue who's going to be there, especially live on the show. I can't even
That's a great Patreon question.
That's not even a great Patreon show question. That's
a question to send.
That would be a good Patreon Discord question. It's hard. That's even to a Patreon live show question. I have to be able to do in that.
Need a little bit more information.
Yeah, it would be great to do on the Patreon Discord, and that's my favorite part about the Patreon is actually the Discord.
Tell me about it, Tyler.
Yeah, tell us
more. Preaching.
Yeah, I really don't sell the Discord part of the Patreon very often. It's not something I talk about, but very often is part of a selling point. But essentially, it's just a discussion forum. There is discussion. Most of it is asking me questions. There is discussion. It's a good one-stop shop for everything, though. You get discussion. You get updates when the rankings are coming up. You get links to everything. Links to the show. You got the link to the mock draft. That's the place where, if you wanted to be a patron and join the draft, it was in the Discord. So you get special access to that before it went in the YouTube link. And then, discussion links. And it's just a good place to kind of keep up on everything. You won't miss stuff. Sometimes I post just like, I'm moving X player down in my rankings, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. It's like a good way to get inside my head in a way that you won't get on Twitter. On Twitter, you're going to get the information, but that's it. You're not going to get any insight into my process, really, because I just don't have time. I just don't have time to respond to everyone, and it doesn't work. But on Discord, I get more bang for my buck in terms of responding. So if you want a more detailed discussion of why I'm doing stuff, it's another reason to sign up for the Patreon, in addition to improved access. I will say one other thing. During the season, if you want your start-sit question answered, it's a very fast way. Because I can't do it on my notifications. I try, but if I get to a third of the questions, it's a good week. I get thousands of questions.
It's wild during redraft.
Wild, yeah. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
On Sunday morning, I average about 1,000 questions just on the Sunday morning.
Josh covers a lot. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I get quite a few, but like if I had
the volume that you have, that's wild. You're only seeing the questions in the thread.
Yeah.
There's not even those, just the ones where I'm tagged. I mean, that's a whole other 500.
Or even DMs.
Oh well, I have my DMs off. I can't possibly get to that kind of volume. But anyway. I appreciate everyone for sticking with us on this show. I thought this one went very well. And for this one, I'll take that's actually a good trade.
Second.
With that much of a premium for tight ends, I think I'll lean towards Kincaid. But close. I like Kincaid a lot. Kincaid is getting on my good side.
I think I lean the other way.
Yeah, I traded you for him in the league.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that trade today.
Yeah. I did give up a first, but I expect it to be late.
Well, I hope it's early.
Well, you're not going to get what you hope for because it's going to be late.
You can't always get what we want, right? But yeah, thanks for everyone for watching the redraft mock. If you like it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. watch the other videos on the channel, including all the shorts and Ask the Filers, and sign up for Patreon. And additionally, just leave a comment with whose team you thought was the best. The link is in the show description. So even if you're not watching it while you're looking, just click on the link and you can see which team number 1 through 12 you like the best. I might even do a poll in the community on the YouTube to make sure that you can weigh in on that. But until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out.